I don't know if you've been following the French elections, that whole Macron versus Le Pen thing. And honestly, as an American, it doesn't really make a bit of difference to me who's running and what election and who votes. It doesn't matter because it's not my country. It's not my issue. It's really none of my concern. It's honestly much of the way I'm beginning to feel about all elections. And here's why. Let me break down some of the math for you. The turnout as of midday yesterday for the French election was about 28%. By the end of the day, they were reporting having about a 75% turnout, which is still lower than their normal runoff elections. But even if we take the high number, 75% turnout, that's 75% of the people who are qualified to vote. Think about all the people who are not qualified to vote. The children, the criminals, the immigrants, those who may have an economic say in the life of the country, but they're not allowed to actually sound off. For instance, if I'm living in France, if I am, as an American, I don't have a right to vote there because I'm not French, right? But I'm still affected by the vote, right? See where I'm going? So 75%, even taking their high number, that's 3/4 of the people who are allowed to vote. Now, of those, Macron won approximately 65%, so that's 2/3. So let's do some basic math. What's 2/3 or 3/4? 1/2 of the people who were even eligible, not even eligible to it, 1/2 of the people who showed up, basically. You think about the numbers here. Would it be right if your neighbors held a vote without you? They decided, I'm just going to go ahead and vote to vote you out of our neighborhood. No, you don't get to vote. Doesn't matter. We're going to decide for you. That's basically what this comes down to. When you're talking about half of the people determining who's going to be the president for the other half, whether somebody turns out to vote or not, it is intrinsically bullying and governance by force. I mean, think about it. If a church just went out and issued a decree that because, by order of decree, you all now belong to our church, and they sent out a bill and said, well, to save time, you don't have to actually come in. Just send us your tithe. Would you do it? No. Because you believe in voluntary association? You believe that you don't have to go and give somebody money that you don't agree with? Why doesn't that work with taxes? Why is it that we've got this magical religious reverence for voting that somehow makes it binding over everybody, even if you don't show up to vote, even if you're not allowed to vote, even if you forget to vote? All of a sudden, now you have to go by what somebody else chose on your behalf. What if it was a choice of ice cream? Do you like ice cream? Well, you go down there to the ice cream store, and there's 2 choices, chocolate or vanilla. Which do you choose? Oh, wait. Before you start telling me you just walk away, you don't have that option. In fact, you don't have the option not to show up, because what's going to happen is that a whole team of us are going to go down there, and we are going to decide for you. And whatever the majority of us decide, that's what everybody's going to get. Are you beginning to get the picture of the fallacy in voting? So, congratulations, Mr. Macron. Or maybe I should say congratulations to the puppet masters who have selected him. That's my 2 cents on the subject. Send me an email. Tell me what you think. Steve@radiofreespeech.com.